Hello grade 5s, this will be your lesson and it will be your activity all in one, okay? So we're going to be representing different equivalent fractions using paper, okay? So what you're going to need for this activity and lesson is you're going to need about maybe 4 pieces of paper around your house, okay? So, the fraction that we're going to be looking at first is 1/2, okay? Fraction 1/2. So what we're going to do together here is we're going to fold our paper. So let's fold it lengthwise. I think that's the best way to do this activity for 1/2. Okay, fold it with me. We're also, I forgot to mention, we're going to need a color. Okay, I'm going to get you to color 1/2. Okay, there you go. So that's the fraction 1/2 represented. Okay, now to discover the equivalent fractions of 1/2, right? We're just going to fold this piece of paper again, okay? So we're going to line up all the corners, and we're going to fold it again, okay? So do this with me. What is our fraction represented now? Well, how many parts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like 2 are shaded in, right? So that fraction there is 2/4 or 2/4, all right? So let's think a minute. What is an equivalent fraction? Like, what is the meaning of it? Well, let's pretend this is a pizza, okay? Started off, we just cut our pizza in half, right? If I had cut my pizza into 4 equal parts, right? But I still eat this amount, right? It's still the same amount that I've eaten. I've just eaten it in 2 pieces, right? So that's the type of thing that we often think about when we start with equivalent fractions, is thinking about our pizzas, okay? And if I cut the pizza up, the same size pizza, into 2 pieces, but eat this part, right? 1/2 of the pizza, it's the same amount as if I had to cut it up into 4 slices and ate 2, right? Because it's the same size pizza. All right. This is what we call equivalent fractions. Let's bend it back the way it was, and let's try one more time. All right. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 parts, 8 pieces. Our pizza is now divided into 8 equal parts, and it's still the same area that's shaded in, but now it's 4. So our fraction has went from 1/2, okay, to 2/4 to 4/8. 4 over 8. All right. So these are all equivalent fractions. Now, here we go. Want to see if we can fold it one more time and see what happens? Let's do it. Let's see what we get. And what I'm going to get you to do, actually, and I should have been doing this from the start, is we're going to write our equivalent fractions out. So you're going to grab a sheet of paper and do this. So we started with 1/2. I'll flip it around and show you after. Okay, is equivalent, we put an equal sign to 2/4. We put another equal sign there, and I'll flip it around just so you can see it. Okay, so 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4, which is equivalent to 4 over 8, 4/8. Which now we just discovered is equivalent to, let's count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 16 total squares, and it looks like 8 are shaded in. So 4 out of 8 is also equivalent to 4 over 16. Okay? Why don't we see if we can fold this one more time? And we could keep going forever, but the only thing is it's going to get very difficult to keep folding. Right, these fractions could go on forever and ever, but we can't keep folding our paper forever because you'll see it becomes very difficult to do this. I challenge anyone to see if they can go beyond. We're just going to go to this one here. I challenge anyone out there who wants to try to even fold it one more time after this. All right? Now let me know how that goes. Let's see. Still, it's an equivalent fraction. It's still the same shaded area. If we're eating pizza and the blue represents what we've eaten, we've still eaten the same amount of pizza, just divided into more parts. Okay? Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 4 times 8? Right. So 8 over 16 is equivalent. We have 32 parts. Okay, 32 pieces, and it's actually 16. Okay? There we go. Let me know if you see a pattern there too. Do you see a pattern that's happening here? What's happening each time? The numerator and the denominator are doubling each time, right? Went from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. It went from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32, right? Notice how it's the same ratio though, right? It's the same equivalent fraction, right? It's still the same amount of pizza I'm eating. It's just cutting it up into more parts. Okay, so your activity, I'm going to grab a new sheet of paper. Your activity, and I'll have it written in the classroom, is you're going to grab another sheet of paper, and we're going to discover the equivalent fraction of another fraction. So I'm going to give you another fraction to start with. There might be another one after this posted in the classroom, but I'm just going to do this one. I think this will be enough to get you started. So I'll just get you started. So if I tell you on the classroom to represent the fraction, the equivalent fractions of 1/3, what you're going to do to start is you're going to fold your pizza into your paper, which we could think of it as pizza. I find that the easiest way to think of equivalent fractions, right? Into 3 equal parts. So it's really important. What you can do is kind of see where you're going to go and then look, and does it work? Yeah, it looks like it roughly works. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Let's see what happens here. Okay, and then you're going to fold it again, and hopefully it will be, remember you can always grab another sheet of paper. Hopefully you have enough around home that you can do that. Okay, there, into 3 equal parts. That's our starting fraction. But first, what do we have to do? Right, we have to color in 1/3. So we color in. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to fold it. You're going to fold it once. Okay, and you're going to see what the equivalent fraction is. After you've done that, you're going to write the equal sign, and you're going to keep going with the equivalent fractions. Okay? And at the end, you'll discover all the equivalent fractions. And remember, you can fold it however many times as long as it's a good equal fold, right? You can keep going, and so you'll start with 1/3, and you'll write the equivalent fraction, then you'll put another equal sign, and you'll keep going. So check the Google Classroom for, there will be this, and then I'll get you to do another equivalent fraction, so I'll give you a different one to start with, and you'll discover using paper, okay? So have fun with this.